boss. The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNNY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNNY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on today's Entrepreneur. We have a special guest with Hero Performance in the house. He's going to tell us a little bit about the awesome deal that he has going on where he is changing lives and helping everybody reach their maximum happiness with their body. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming through and showing us some love here, Mr. Mike Torres. And I know we're missing somebody that's out there training hard in the camp, right. Mr. David Law. And tell us a little bit more about you.
Cool. So my name is Mike Torres, owner of Hero Performance. It stands for helping everyone reach optimal performance. You know, I've been in the fitness industry for 14 years, helping people change their lives. And, you know, we love what we do. We love helping people. We love helping Houston get healthy one person at a time.
Definitely. Let's talk a little bit about how you kind of went about and discovered that you have that in you to just be a good mentor and have people follow you. Tell us about how big your team has gotten over and how did it start? Okay,
cool. So, you know, it started about 12 years back when I got into the fitness industry. As a kid growing up, you know, I grew up with my grandmother. She raised 8 grandkids, and we just ate whatever. So at about 12 years old, I was about 240 pounds. And,
otro taquito.
Yeah, exactly. Eat another one. You need to eat. But, you know, I was about 240 pounds. And as I got older, I was like, man, I was always the larger kid in school, in middle school. And I wanted to do something for myself. So I started working out, getting into the fitness industry and just working out on a regular basis. I love the confidence I got from it. I love the way I looked. I love the mental clarity and how I felt when I worked out. And so it's just really something that stuck with me. So from there, I wanted to do it for other people because I knew if I could do it for myself, like, wow, I'd love to help other people do this.
So were you involved in any kind of sports back in high school or middle school, or no, not really? Those are your hard times.
Yeah, those are the hard times. My parents couldn't afford to put me in sports. And like I said, my grandmother raised all of us. So for us to be in sports, that was a headache for her. You know
so then now what you're doing also to give back to the community, you were telling me a little bit about the little camp that you have for the kids.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So, you know, I kind of gave you a backstory of what happened with me as a child. At 12 years old, I was really overweight. So we started this summer kids boot camp. And with the summer kids boot camp, it's 3 times a week, 2 hours a day for kids from the age range of 9 to 15. And what we do, we
teach them
bring
confidence.
them in. Yeah, we give them the confidence. We bring them in. We work them out. Of course, you know, we give them the exercises they need rather than sitting inside playing video games, doing stuff that it's not helping them. Okay, so we do that, but we also talk to them about nutrition, how important it is to stay on track and live a healthy lifestyle so they don't have to struggle later on.
Right, and that's very important, especially at that age, you know, where you have so many open doors and so many things that you could try out for, but then if your confidence isn't there, you're like, no, you know what, I'm not going to do it because I don't think I'm fit for it. But, you know, teachers will accept you as long as you show ganas, you know, and so that's where you come in, right? You inspire them and you help them, you motivate them to keep going. That's awesome.
Correct, it's awesome.
And so that's already taking place right now, right?
Yeah, that's currently going on actually as we speak right now. So it's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We probably have about 12 kids in there working really hard right now.
So instead of having the kids running around the house and playing games or on Netflix, let's send them out to check out this place. That's awesome. Fit. And so the location?
4114 North Freeway.
Cool. And then what is the you know, Instagram and things like that? So
our Instagram is hero_performance. And then you can just look us up on Facebook, Hero Performance. We have some awesome information on there. If you guys want to get a hold of us, you can always reach us at 281-940-3752.
Okay, so let's talk about now, you know, you being head of the household. You know, it's not easy to make these decisions and to do or to follow your dream and to say, you know what, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to go ahead and take off and my heart tells me to go this way. How did you go about making that decision? What kind of hardships did you kind of face to become what you are now?
So it started about, I would say, 4 years ago. I worked for a wine and liquor company for 8 years, and I made really good money. I was making six figures there, but I was working 16 hours a day. Not a lot of time for the kids, so, and I have 3 of them. So, with that being said, I was like, well, I love what I do. I love wine. I like to
who doesn't, right?
Drink a little bit of wine here and there. But, I like what I did, but I was just working too much. And I knew that if I was willing to work this hard for myself, I knew I could be successful at doing something for myself. So I thought about, what do I like to do? Like, what is it that I like to do? And it always came back to fitness. It always came back to helping people change their lives, and how I felt after somebody lost 25 pounds, after somebody lost 8% body fat, and just the confidence that they built within themselves, and to know that I was a part of that journey, it always came back to that. So what I did is that me and David Laws met up, and we came up with the plan. We rented some space out from a friend that owned a yoga studio, and that was cool, but it just wasn't really cutting it. It was like, okay, cool, we're training a few people here and there, but it really wasn't paying the bills. We were barely breaking even. We started doing boot camps out of a park. That was kind of cool. It didn't really work out either, but we had a passion for what we did, so we continued to do it, but there was no financial freedom from it. Mm-hmm. So during this process, I actually got demoted from my job, which I went from making 100K to about 50K. And then 3 months later, I actually got fired from my job.
Ouch.
So I got fired from my job because I was so invested in trying to make the gym work, because I knew deep inside that's really, really what I wanted. Mm-hmm. So from that point forward, I got fired, and at the same time, I found a building off of 45 in Cavalcade. And I was like, this is it. This is the spot. It needed so much work. It was an abandoned warehouse type with just stuff filled to the roof. And I was like, I can see the potential. I can make this work. So I pulled my 401k out, dropped every dollar I had into the building, and again, I was from that area, from the north side. I went to Jeff Davis and Marshall. So
shout out to
Marshall now. But yeah, seriously. So with that being said, I knew a lot of people from the area. So we renovated the building within about 2 weeks. We opened the building up, and we had major success with it. Major success, and about a year and a half later, we outgrew that building at 140 members. So we started looking like, what's the next thing for us? What's the next thing for Hero Performance? Because as we go, we're learning and we're just growing. Like, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring, So it was like, okay, how can we grow from here? So I found this building off of 45 and Cross Timbers. It was it used to be a furniture store, and I grew up in the area, so like time after time, it was different business that didn't succeed. So as these businesses didn't succeed, I was like, man, what happened to that building? I'm gonna go by and check on it. I remember it, it's right next to the Culinary Art Institute. So with that being said, I went by there, and it's a indoor soccer field. So I guess it wasn't doing well. They're doing like 1 or 2 games a month. They were barely making it. So I talked to the guy about taking over it, and it worked out a deal with them. And so that's where we're at now, and that's where we ended up. It's a 10,000 square foot building. We have about $300,000 in equipment. We renovated the building from top to bottom. It's an awesome space.
And you have a really nice machine to go along with it, right? That everybody has the privilege of using when they come and subscribe to you. Can you tell us about that machine?
Cool. So it's the InBody. So we use the InBody 570. The machine alone costs about $15,000. Okay. So this machine here just shows you how much we invest in our clients. It checks your whole body composition from head to toe, checking your visceral fat, your metabolic rate, your water retention, your lean muscle mass analysis, each individual limb, your fat analysis, just the whole 9. So there's no guesswork here. Like, we know exactly where you're building muscle, where you're losing muscle, where you need to gain from. And the only people who use this is like the NBA, the NFL, Methodist Hospital. So top tier people use this, but this is how much we invest in our clients.
And the famous people that can be seen at your place?
Gotcha. So we were training Mike Tyson from the Houston Texans and his mom.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he recently got traded to Green Bay though. Boo. But it's all right. But also we have Shannon Lanier from the news anchor on Channel 39 from the Morning Dose. And we'll actually be doing a live segment next Thursday at 1:30 p.m. CW39 at Hero Performance, teaming up to get Houston healthy.
And you're here in the building.
That's right.
So then let's talk about now the couples. You said that you have a special program also for anybody that's going to tie the knot, get married. Can you talk
Yeah,
about
so
that
we have a lot of couples that come to the building, and who doesn't want to look their best on their wedding day?
Of course. Or they're going to go on vacation.
Correct. Or
They might be
vacation.
going to Cabos, like
There you
somebody.
go. That's right. Yeah. I got to travel. travel.
Yeah, there you go.
get the stress off. But,
There you go.
Yeah, with that being said, guys, like we have a great couples package that we put together. The couples come in, they train with us 3 times a week. We give them an awesome nutritional plan, the accountability that they need, which most people lack. We'll put them on an in-body scan. We'll keep track of them on a weekly basis, weighing them in, making sure they're going in the right direction. So, you know, once you give them all that, it's like they're bound to have success. You know, they're gonna motivate each other inside the gym, outside the gym. Why? Because they're doing the same thing together.
And you educate them, you know, you
Correct.
tell them, you know, you need to stay away from this, or what are you messing up on?
Yeah.
And so that's good, because a lot of people just need that extra help. Let's talk about now a little bit more. When you found that new space, you had a team that followed you. The love that they had for you, that counts a lot. You know, when a
Yeah.
business moves from one location to another, how did you do it? How did you keep them engaged with you and follow you? Oh, it's going to be another mile away.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's already another mile. I don't want
Yeah.
to go. You always hear it. You know, businesses, when they move
Sure.
location, they're not that lucky like you. You actually prove that you can move your place and take your fans. How did you do it? What was it?
So, you know, what it was is we had a small team, and with my team every week, I try to invest in the team, whether it's helping them with sales, helping them with just nutrition, helping them with showing them different exercises and the proper technique. We always try to invest in our team, and invest doesn't always mean put dollars into them. It means put the time, put the effort behind them. That way they can see that, hey, we're truly cared about, and these people are really trying to help us. So we had no problem with our clientele nor our team following us. And like I said, we left that building with 142 people. We're now at 265 EFT members that are just coming on a regular basis every single month. We went from a team of 5 to a team of 12 total. So now we have more members on board. More people to help out, more people to help
More
others have
responsibility.
success. Yeah, always more responsibility, more payroll.
responsibility. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, the bigger we get, of course, the more scarier it gets at the same time. It's like, wow, you know, I'm paying people's mortgage right now.
Oh.
Like, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we got to grind. Like,
Yeah.
we have to make it. Like, there's no other way. There's no other option. So when you keep that in mind and you know that you have so much responsibility on your shoulder, it makes you grind that much harder. It does.
Yeah, and you keep up with yourself, of course.
Oh, yeah,
You know, you
of course,
can't
got
have
to.
somebody that's out of place everywhere trying to
Yeah.
teach somebody else. You got to
Correct.
put them on check,
That's
right?
right.
Make sure everybody does their sit-ups, push-ups, crunches. If somebody is going to go out and maybe try some of the products that you have, can we know a little bit more about the products that you offer when you're there?
Yeah. So overall, the products, like, you know, we offer everything. So we do small group training, large group training, personal training, supplementation, nutritional plans, in-body scans, online training, the whole nine. So whatever it takes to get fit, we do it under one roof. We also have a meal prep service. So the meal prep service is amazing. We have a chef on board. He cooks 9 different meals a week. You pick and choose what meals you want, and they're ready by Monday. So if you don't like to cook, get with us.
Get with us. Hey, that's nice. Okay, so one more time, your phone number and everything so that they can get in contact with you.
Gotcha. So Hero Performance, located at 4114 North Freeway. Our phone number is 281-940-3752. You can find us on Instagram at Hero_Performance, or look us up on Facebook.
And if you're watching us, don't forget to share it below, help out a friend. That's what we're about here
right.
at 91.1 The Boss. Thank you. Have a blessed one.